If you saw this dresser at your local thrift store for under $30, would you buy it? I mean, for real, look at the damages on this piece of furniture. Well, I did buy it for under $30. I brought it home, found a lucky penny inside, and then got to work. Because let me tell you, this dresser was a ton of prep work. Removing any loose and flaking veneer and filling in all of the holes with Dixie Belle's mud. When I sand that mud back to flat, I will get a beautiful, smooth finish. So what's the plan for this little piece? We are going to add some decoupage paper to the front. But before we do, we better block all those tannins from bleeding through with a little bit of Bonding Boss. Bonding Boss is my go-to primer for anything slick or shiny or anything that might have tannins that will bleed through the wood. So what's the first thing we're going to do? Well, let's stain the top of this piece. And when I stain the top of this piece, I mean stain over top of an existing finish. Gel stain can go over existing finishes. You don't even have to sand it down. Then we're going to get to work and create a base for our paper. Since the paper is fairly light, I'm going to come in with a beautiful Rebel Yellow and put that down on the piece. Ripping the edges of the paper is going to give me a surface that is a little bit more uneven that allows me to blend just a bit easier. I like to use satin clear coat to apply my paper and push it down with a little bit of saran wrap, using saran wrap to push out the wrinkles and make the paper very smooth. After the paper has dried, I'm going to use a sharp blade to cut where the drawers will open and close. Now here comes the magic, because you need to blend in that paper, and this is by far my favorite part. Creating art with your furniture is super fun, using multiple colors of Terra clay paint to blend that paper into the piece. I also used some stencils and some gilding wax, and I created a giant mess. I will gild all the edges with gold and reuse as much of the hardware as I can and seal in this entire project with Dixie Belle's clear coat. It's looking good so far. Let's replace as much of the hardware as we can with the original and add in a few new knobs to the top. And here's that handy dandy trick again about gilding your edges with gold versus paint so that your drawers do not stick. I added in some extra little keyholes and gilded all of the hardware with gold gilding wax to make it match. What do you think of this crazy transformation from that before where it was broken and just a hot mess express to a beautiful art piece for any room? Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.